Since the pandemic took a hold of the country back in March, it has deeply affected the arts industry. We went to Belgrade Theatre in Coventry to see how they've been coping during the pandemic and what their plans are for the future.
These doors right here used to welcome hundreds of people a day. Now they haven't opened for a performance in over 6 months. This has caused the theatre to lose 70% of its annual income. But this is now changing. The theatre have been given a cultural recovery grant from the government. This in turn will help them start to recover a lot of their losses. But it's not just the performing arts industry who are having trouble during this pandemic. We spoke to 2 local musicians who told us their thoughts on the government initiative to save their industry.
It's a bit sad that the events industry does require people to be like in close proximity, and like obviously the pandemic requires the opposite of that. But the government has been able to find other ways around in many other industries, so I don't see why the events industry should be ignored.
I'm to be doing a tour. I've just started promoting a tour as of like this week from members of the Jam, but because that was meant to be a socially distanced gig, and it was quite good actually. It was like 10 or 12 dates, something all around the country. Yeah. Since the new tier systems come in, like half the dates had to been cut off straight away. So I think it's really hard to say, let them do this when it can change so quickly at the minute.
With a 90% drop in fundraising this year, Belgrade are hoping their grant will last till March. This is also when they predict they'll start to regain a significant income. Speaking to Heather Kincaid, we asked what they'll be spending the grant money on.
Our first ever online panto on sale, which is quite exciting. So some of the money will be going towards creating that. I think it's not just about the money. It's really been a blow not to be able to provide that to the community during lockdown. So it's been great to be back open again.
With projects planned and socially distanced performances on the way, it is clear the theatre are on a road for recovery, but it seems now public support is needed more than ever.